Okay, in this series of videos, we're going to look at creating a receptacle family. And we want to first, I think it would be a good idea to use your family development sheet and just sketch out the plate and the junction box behind so you can get your parameters set. So I'm going to from the startup screen, I'm going to go and I need to find a face-based template. So we'll go down here. Okay, so we don't see nothing for electrical, mechanical. So there, we'll have to use the generic model face space. So we'll open that. Okay, now while we're here, the first thing we want to do is go in and set the right category. So we'll move this guy down to, we'll call this electrical fixture, and we'll click OK. Okay, now we're in electrical fixture, and we need to place our reference planes from this point. Okay, so from the Create tab, we'll click Reference Plane. We'll do one on the left. Let's move in a little close because this is going to be small. We'll do one on the left. Place one on, let's just move this in a little bit. It's good right about there. We'll create another, it really doesn't matter because we're going to be able to flex this, so I'll just draw them in. So we create reference plane, one about there, one for the left, one for the right. Now we'll have a reference plane for the top, and we'll have one for the bottom. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to add reference planes for the junction box that's going to be behind our plate. So let's go in and create a reference plane here, and one here for the left. We'll get one for the front, and one for the back. So lay those out. Okay, now from this point, what we want to do is we want to name these reference planes for identity's sake because we need to be able to add parameters to them later on. So the first thing we want to do, we want to go in and we want to select our left, and we want to name this one left. We'll do a Control C, and we'll paste it. Control V, that's our left. Let's just go around. We'll select this one. This will be our front. Control C again. Paste it, Control V into the identity data. We'll select this reference plane. This will be our right. Select it, Control C. And we'll Control V into identity data. And we'll go to our back. Copy that. Control V and paste it in. So these should all be named. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to select our box, our reference plans for our box. We just select them all. And we'll go here and we'll say not a reference. Okay, we want to control C that one. Okay, so that one, we don't have to rename it since we're not using that as a reference. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go in and start creating our parameters or our dimensions. So we go in align, we'll select here, here, and we'll make that equality. And let's make the scale a little bigger so we can see. Okay. And we'll go to each reference plane. It goes this one to this to this. Make that equal. And we'll go from here to here to here. Make that equal. And we'll do this side. Make that equal. Okay, now, so now let's place parameters here for each one of our selected reference planes that we picked. So let's start here. This will be our side one. Select this guy, add a label. Let's call it side one. And it'll be a type parameter. Okay. Then we'll go and select create, annotate another align dimension. We'll add a label to this one. This will be side 2. Type parameter again. I think all of these are going to be type parameters. While we're in here, let's just take a quick and go and change our units. We want to get rid of this 0. We don't need to see that. Okay, side 2 is 2 inches. Now let's go look at side 3. We're going to annotate reference plane. So we made a little goof up here. This is these two we want. We want this and this. Let's just move this guy up here so we don't get confused. So this goes with that. And this should go here. We'll add a label here. This is side 3. Type parameter again, click OK. And then we'll go and get our side 4, which will be these two. Add a parameter, add a label, And this will be side 4. Click OK. Now, we should have all our parameters in place. And we can go and flex to check these out. So now what we want to do, we want to go, now we should have these already set. I don't have a way to show the sketch, but I sketched mine out. So my side 1 and the family types, it says side 1 is going to be 4.5 inches. That's about the size of a that I think we want to use. Apply. Okay. Then side 2, we want to make this, oops, here we go. Side 2, we want to make it 3 inches. Side 3, 3 inches as well. Side 4 is 2. So let's click apply. Okay. All right, so we're looking good. We just want to get a box shape here, basically. So check that and make sure everything works right. So this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see our junction box in the back and our other box on our receptacle on the front. So the next thing we want to do, we want to go into the front view. And we need to add 2 more reference planes here. So we want to go create reference plane, the line here, and the line here. Now, we need to escape out of this. Now we need to go in and set our reference dimension line from the reference level to our reference plane. So let's go to annotate, align dimension, and select tab till you get to the reference level. Make sure you tab it. Okay. And then we'll do the top as well. Now, we have those selected. And what we would like to do at this point, we want to name these 2 reference planes as well. So we want to select, let's go in and select our first of all, let's go ahead here and add parameters here before we name anything. So let's go and select this one, add a parameter. This will be our plate. It'll also be a type parameter. Hit OK. And this one, we'll add a parameter. We'll call this box for our junction box. We'll just call it box here. We'll say OK. Now, you should have had these set earlier. So I'm going to go in the family types. I think I want my plate to be 3/8 of an inch, or maybe we don't know what size it is. We can flex it though, because I'm going to say 3/8 of an inch here. No. I'm sorry, I want my box to be 2 inches. I want my plate to be, let's change that around. Sorry, I'll just undo that. My box will be 2 inches deep. So let's select this guy. I'm gonna undo this out. I don't want that. So undo. Okay, now add label. We'll say box. Type parameter. We want this to be 2 inches. There we go. And our plate. We'll make our plate 3/8 of an inch for right now. But again, we could change this. I don't know. I think they might be a little, maybe as much as a quarter of an inch, but let's say 3/8 for now. Okay, so now we go into our family types. We'll see that we have all of our dimensions set from your sketch. Now, since we're in this view, that's all is good. So we'll, okay here. We'll name this reference plane. We'll call this bottom. We'll Control Z, C, Control V and paste. We name that bottom. We'll select this reference plane. We'll select this reference plane. This will be our top. Okay. And we'll paste. Control V. Okay. Now, we're looking good here. I think we got all our parameters set. We got our plate. We got our box. So let's go back into our family types. And we can adjust these reference planes, go out and flex them. Let's make this box a little bigger. Let's make this probably a 3. Okay. Now, what we want to do now is go back into our reference level. And we can start placing geometry here now, since we've got all of our parameters in place, our reference planes working good. So the first thing I want you to do is go in here and start creating reference planes. Now we got our box in the middle here, and then we have our receptacle outside. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to create, and let's create extrusion. And just let's do a rectangular shape. Go from here to here. Let's go and lock these guys down. And so let's click our finish button. I think everything's good there. Yep. So now let's go into our front view. And we want to adjust this guy. So we want to align the extrusion to this line. So let's go align, We're going to align to this reference plane. That would be our plate. And we'll lock that. So let's go look and see what's going on in our 3D view now. Now in our 3D view, we have our plate. Okay. So now we need to, I tell you what, I think we're going to put the box in here and then we're going to pick this up in the next video. So for right now, let's just make sure you get all your reference planes set and your family types in place. And we're going to go into another video and pick these up. So, well, let's go ahead and do this box. Let's go back into our reference level. Okay. Now let's do the pick line command. Let's create extrusion again. And we use pick line, and we want to have a lock set so we don't have to, we can do either way, but we can lock these guys and then clean this up. Let's clean this up. Okay, let's hit our check mark saying we're finished, and let's go back into our front elevation. And here we want to do the same thing here. We want to align this guy into place. The junction box is going to be in the rear. So now let's basically just, well, really, since we already here, let's just go a line here, this line to that line, and let's lock it. I think we're looking okay here. Well, let's see what's going on in our 3D view. Okay, now in the 3D view, we have our receptacle, and let's hide this. Let's do a temporary hide. Okay, there's our box and our receptacle. Okay, so we'll pick this up in the next video. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2. Talk to you later. See you in the next video. Bye.